de narcotique.
What's your favorite culture?
TikTok.
TikTok is the fastest growing social media platform ever. The short videos on the platform influence the news, the charts, and even politics. Yet, no other social media network was ever so controversial.
Or be banned in the US.
TikTok is a major foreign threat.
TikTok is a social media platform that is spent most time on worldwide, with an average of 1.5 hours per day, leading to an unseen level of social media addiction. Let's dive deep into the psychological tricks that make TikTok so addictive. The app TikTok was developed by ByteDance and launched as Douyin in China in 2016. After 1 year, it already had 100 million users. The app was launched globally under the name TikTok. Shortly after, ByteDance acquired Musical.ly, a video platform focused on short lip-synced videos. ByteDance merged the two platforms in 2018, keeping the name TikTok. The following years, TikTok grew immensely, reaching 1 billion users in 2021. Many social media platforms started to implement vertical short-form videos, copying this success formula. Examples would be Shorts on YouTube or Reels on Instagram, with each platform aggressively promoting the feature. But what makes these short videos so addicting and therefore so enticing for these social media giants? There are several psychological traps that lead to addiction-like TikTok consumption. The first one is very common among social media platforms: the fear of missing out. This phenomenon was first described by Dan Herman in the context of consumer psychology. It is the fear to miss out on relevant information, events or experiences. Like with all social media platforms, if the majority of your peer group, like your friends, have it, then you do not want to be socially excluded and miss the latest conversations, TikTok trends or hit songs. For many young people nowadays, TikTok is thus also relevant for identity formation, according to one of the first studies on this topic. The fear of missing out may lead you to install TikTok in the first place and is one reason for people to open it. Once inside, the next psychological tricks take hold. One of the key concepts of behavioral psychology is operant conditioning. In a nutshell, the here relevant part of the theory states that behavior that is rewarded will be repeated. It's like if a monkey presses a button and gets a banana, then it will of course press the button again. The banana is the positive reinforcement for the behavior. So far, so obvious. Now, the experimenter can vary the rate of rewards with schedules of reinforcement, like with an fixed interval schedule that has the monkey receive a banana 10 seconds after pressing the button, or a fixed ratio schedule where the monkey receives the banana after pressing the button 10 times, for example. And then there is the variable ratio schedule, in which the monkey gets a banana after a variable amount of presses. It is this schedule that yields the highest and most persistent rate of response. This is the exact same mechanism that makes slot machines so addictive. You're not getting a reward after a set amount of presses or a set amount of time. You don't know. The next spin could be a huge win. The next press could be a juicy banana. Or the next TikTok could be the latest trend or funniest video you've seen in weeks. It becomes clear that TikTok uses the exact same psychological mechanism to condition its users to always keep on scrolling. Yes, I'll write the essay or do the work I have to. Just one more TikTok. This behavior brings us to the next reason people choose to stay on TikTok. Escapism. In a study from 2020, researchers found that the need for escapism was the strongest predictor for TikTok consumption. And while this reason may also be true for other forms of entertainment, the barrier of entry and commitment is just unbelievably low with TikTok. You can have TikTok up and running in under 5 seconds. Just unlock your phone and tap on the TikTok app and boom, you're flooded with entertainment. You don't have to choose a movie or a show or get to know the characters or understand the plot. No, it's instant dopamine. This then leads to the bizarre situation that the average time spent on TikTok per day is 95 minutes, which is almost an entire movie. I mean, think about it. If you tell somebody from like 30 or 40 years ago that nowadays we have all the entertainment at our fingertips, all the greatest movies, best TV shows and masterpieces of cinema history, and yet most people choose to watch 20-second videos that they'll each forget after the next one, for 1.5 hours a day? The biggest factor contributing to the low barrier of entry is another problem that TikTok solved: decision fatigue. This psychological phenomenon describes that people find making many choices to be aversive and therefore decisions become worse after somebody had to make many decisions already. You may have come across this phenomenon yourself, having to choose what to eat, what to wear, and what to buy. It becomes evident if you compare TikTok straight to YouTube, for example. There are all these videos and thumbnails trying to capture your attention, and you have to decide what to watch. And the videos are generally way longer, so you'll be committing yourself for a few minutes at least. Think about it. Having to click on something itself is like the biggest effort you have on most websites. And TikTok very cleverly took care of that. You don't have to decide or click anything. The video just starts, and then it's quite the opposite. It will just repeat at the end, and if you want that to stop, you have to click or swipe up in that case, and then the next video already starts. You never have moments of pause in between, and then combine that with the advanced algorithm that very quickly learns what users like, and they never have to decide anything. It's all taken care of by TikTok. The vertical short video format of TikTok, YouTube Shorts, and Instagram Reels hijacks the reward center in our brains by exploiting several psychological phenomena and tricks and advanced algorithms that know users better than they do themselves. We've now only looked at the consumption side of TikTok. Of course, producing TikToks also entails many psychological processes like the desire for fame and attention, or the reinforcement by likes, comments and follower numbers. But these are the topic for another video. If you've enjoyed this one, leave a like and subscribe.